Yeah. Welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. Welcome to the Open Book. This is your host, Lakeisha. Make sure you hit that like button. Let everyone know we are live, okay? Also, make sure you share the live. Let someone new come on in so they can hear the things that we are discussing. And we're going to discuss quite a few things this morning as it relates to Romeca Meeks Blackman, y'all. As many of you know, on yesterday, Romeca, wait, was it yesterday? Oh, y'all, it's been a long, no, Thursday. Child, it's been a long, a long week. Because the reason that I remember is because it was my son's birthday, was her homegoing service that took place this past Thursday, for those of you who did not know. And when I tell you, y'all, it was a homegoing service out of this world. The love that you could see that was shown from the community. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay, my apologies, y'all. Hey, Nicole, thank you for joining, sis. I had to see who was at our door because, baby, we like, who? We don't do sales on Saturday, okay? But, y'all, so as many of you know, it was such a beautiful homegoing service. The community really showed up and showed out for Romeca. You could tell that she was really loved. Oh, my gosh, the things that we saw that were made in her honor, it was just so much. And so I wanted to show you all a short that I did that maybe you haven't seen yet, that showed some of the things that they had there at the homegoing service.
Strength and my pride, only God may know why. Still, I will get by.
This was her obituary. I know it's going to be hard to read it. Okay, and then there was one other one that I wanted to share with you all as well. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Rosie.
We laughed at the darkness, so scared that we lost. A party of the century, people came up. Okay, y'all.
Sus.
Period. She was too much of the guy. Y'all need to go for me. He don't need that. Got those two down here, please. Real big. Hey, girlfriend, I didn't know who you were. That's what you got to do. Hello. Hey, what?
All right, you guys, I'm gonna end my live.
That was just really, really beautiful. I agree. New Beginnings with Rosie. I agree. They did a beautiful job, y'all. Laying her to rest. And I know that with the circumstances of what happened, that does not make it easy to, go to a funeral like that. But when I tell you the love that it seems like they had from the community, and family seems so tight knit. I love, how they did it. And then there was this one part with her son where he walked up to the casket, y'all, and it was a sad, heartbreaking moment, but beauty in one, wrapped into one. Like I had never seen anything like that either before. So rest in peace to Romeca, and y'all continue. Let's continue to keep this family, this community lifted up in prayer, because I know in the upcoming days, things are going to get, not only from the grief that they're probably dealing with, but also now is the fight for justice. Okay. Because we know at this time, no one is in jail for unaliving Romeca. Okay. And so today I want to show a video that her mom did not too long before the funeral that I hadn't seen. I know Dee played it yesterday and I was in and out of her life. So some parts of this interview that she did is new to me. And some of the stuff that she's saying is new to me, but it gives more context to what transpired during that time. And it gives us more answers surrounding that. Also, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Keys News Network. He did a live last night that was off the chain. Now, I'm not going to show his whole live, but y'all, there are certain parts that I wanted to highlight from his live that really, really stood out, and he made a lot of sense with it. Okay. And then lastly, there is a petition that is going around seeking justice for Romeca. Right now, it has over 8,489 signatures. They're trying to get 10,000, which they're really close to their goal. And they are going to go to the DA's office to present this, and also along with some other things that they are gathering to present on behalf of this case, to have the investigation opened and for them to look deeper into what transpired with Romeca, surveillance videos, all of that. It's so much text messages, a lot that will give more context and more evidence towards putting the suspect, okay, the number one suspect that was on camera, admitting that she had the pow pow, but she was claiming self-defense. Okay. But yeah, it's a lot that's about to transpire with this case. Hi, Brittany. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Nicole said, yes, Obi, I was in that live last night. Girl, I was over there, Nicole. I was clowning too. Girl, because that guy, y'all, and on his live yesterday, and I'll show a snippet of that, the guy who came out showing all of those videos that supposedly one of Carlos's, her baby daddy's friends, he came onto his live last night, y'all. He should kept his camera off for one. But one thing I can't stand is for a person to lie. Lord, he got on there with all kind of lies. Didn't make sense, messing up all kind of words. I was like, sir, you could have stayed off of this live because we're not trying to hear you. You already came out. You know, he's not open to thinking about this whole thing in context. He's just trying to do, in my opinion, Carlos's dirty work. Okay. These rulings on these cases doesn't sit right with me. Me neither. Me neither. Okay. So first, let's tap into the video with the mom giving more of an explanation as far as what happened. And I want to give shout out to Criminal Villains. I'm gonna subscribe to her too, for this interview that she did. And I, like I said, I saw bits and pieces of this yesterday from Dee's live. But now I want to hear some of this so that I can get an understanding. Because y'all, one thing that doesn't, I mean, I haven't gotten a clear understanding, right, Brittany, of one thing that is just not fitting with in my mind, I should say. Now, if Romeca decided to take her son to school late because she didn't want to run into Carlos, and allegedly he didn't have access to where she lived, a way of getting in contact with her, he knows that she is going to drop the son off. Okay, he knows that the school is and all of that. Now, where he lives is not far from the school. Okay, and also Keys News Network, he even went there to the scene and did a video yesterday driving through there to show us where the murder scene was, how far it was from the school, where Carlos's apartment, you know, and the distance and so forth. Now, I just am not understanding, because I don't feel that it was a coincidence that at the same time she was dropping her son off and probably did a quick U-turn right there at that light, that Carlos and Holly just so happened to be outside trying to go to the gym. The timing of that, come on now. I just feel like something either was a text message or something. He had been watching her. for you to know exactly, and they stated allegedly a week before this happened, he was trying to fight her in the street. Okay, Carlos was trying to fight Romeca in the street, and the mom was like, how come y'all not showing that footage? Okay, of everybody want to go back and show footage of her from back years ago when she went to jail and all of this stuff. But did y'all get footage of him trying to put his hands on her recently? Okay, so which makes me believe if that was a pattern, if he had just done it a week before, then is he watching her every day she drops her son off? And he just so happened was out there. But this time, Holly was aware that she was going to be there. And so she showed up this time. I mean, that part is just not sitting well with me. Brittany said they both need to be in jail, unaliving Romeca for no reason. They could have left the situation. They didn't have to do anything to that girl like that. Exactly, Brittany. Okay, so you think that they both follow her? That's what I'm wondering too, or at least watching, because I know a lot of people are saying the position of the cars. It looked like she was blocking them and so forth. No, I think that she had made that U-turn at that light, and if he was already parked, if his apartment was across the street from the parking, he was probably already parked. And even Keys News Network stated that he could have been pulling out of the parking spot to let Holly park her car right there, which is why her car was kind of positioned behind to the side of Romeca's car. Okay. But it's just the timing that they happen to all be outside at the same time, right when she was taking her son into the school. I'm having a hard time believing that. Self-defense doesn't require following anyone. Exactly. Okay. Good morning, Terry. Welcome. Thank you for joining. And thank you, Terry. Yes, this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. All right. Thank you so much.
So this is her mother. So this is the mother of Romeca Meeks Blackman, 31 years old.
Care what you had. You didn't get my baby like that. They want to make it look like Romeca was a fight with Holly. All these posters they putting up is her and Carlos 3-4 years ago. I mean, why didn't they put up videos of her in the nail shop and he pulling up, jumping on her? Why didn't they put up the video 2 weeks earlier of that? She's dropping her baby off and she's running in the middle of the street and almost get hit because he's down there threatening her. Wow. Why didn't they where is the video of her literally at Holly harassing her, trying to fight her? Where is that?
We don't need all the details to think in a rational manner, right? So rationally, this is a woman that called DCFS on Romeca. She got a restraining order on Romeca. She seeked criminal justice education. She was at a school she wasn't supposed to be. When you are so afraid of your life, you would never walk in the lion's den.
Ooh, that's
Carlos school is there. That's the lion's den. At any moment, you can run into my sister. So then, rationally, you ask yourself, well, was that the plan? She was late dropping my nephew off, and you still bumped into her. You were afraid for your life, and you were able to go get the gun and come back to face Romeca and shoot her. There was no attempt to pull off.
It's premeditated.
There was no attempt. If Carlos lived so close, you could have even ran back to the apartment for safety. There was no concern for your own son. Bullets straight. They spread. Something could have also happened to that sweet little boy that was just born, and unfortunately, he deserves better parents. So you have a woman that prioritized getting her child to school and getting him lunch, and then you have a woman that prioritized her preference of a man solely being with her.
This morning, I have not only the privilege to acknowledge and support and uplift the family of Romeca Meeks Blackman, But I have one strong Black woman on the live line with me, her mother, and it appears as though she's in the company of her family. I would like to acknowledge, since the tragic incident that took the life of her daughter of last Monday, we at WVON have been dedicated, and I would like to humbly give my condolences from not only my family, my personal family, but my family here at WVON, especially our CEO, who has been vehemently standing with us to not only raise awareness of who your daughter was, is, and her contributions that she was making. I've had intimate conversations with her, so I know my expressment of her sincere condolences is centered in the heart of what we're going to get to. And I want you all to be patient with me as we, discuss this with her mother and walk us through where we're at. So I would like to take the opportunity to welcome Tina McMiller and Romeca Miller's family to the Cleopatra Show. Good morning, you all.
Good morning. Good morning.
I thank you.
Who's ready to hatch some cool pets? Click here to make your
First and foremost, for sharing time during this moment, because I know you are in the midst of planning her homegoing celebration, and an acknowledgement in the same breath having to fight for her injustice. And I want to begin wherever you feel comfortable, because I see your daughter. I've learned so much, but I know as her mother and as a new mother myself, you have so much more you can share about your baby. So I'm gonna be quiet and let you do that, because it's the right thing to do when it comes to justice for your child.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
First, I want to say thank y'all for even considering to hear my voice and hear my plea for justice. First of all, my daughter was taking her baby to school. Carlos did not have Carlos Jr. that day. They were running late. If you would read her letter that she was putting in her baby's lunchbox, she was saying her little man, that's what she called him, her little man. This man would not let me, I don't care how late we are, I gotta fix this man his lunch.
Now that clarified, because there were rumors that Carlos took the son to school. Okay. So that clarified who took the son to school. Okay. When she said that part.
And she put it on Facebook and she put the note in his lunchbox. So where people are saying that he dropped the baby out, that is not true. Second of all, I want to say, I want a full investigation of the situation. I don't want Holly to be able to get away with it because she went to school to be a criminal justice lawyer. So therefore she knew how to do a paper trace.
And just to clarify, Holly is the alleged shooter, correct?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone wants to say that Romeca harassed Holly. Romeca never knew Holly. Holly introduced herself with Romeca with a phone call saying, I left a robe in Carlos' closet from the beginning. She's always wanted to harass her. So they never had an altercation or physical altercation. It was always something that she would inbox Romeca. Romeca was fine, which anyone would respond of a situation that was going on. It was a toxic situation.
So that clarifies something else. Some people stated that they had a fight before, and Romeca beat her up. So this time she wanted to bring a pow pow. Well, mom just clarified they had never met each other in person. They have been going back and forth online. Okay. And y'all, and I believe this too. Okay, because when the girl Holly did that video, that I would never, that video, you could tell that she was taunting her. And for her to send her a message telling her that I left my robe in your man's closet, no, you could have reached out to him. Why would you reach out to the other girl that he was fooling with? So all the I would never was a lie because you did. Okay, obviously, if there was someone that you felt, even if they were in a relationship or not, but if you thought that they were in some type of relationship and or he had feelings for this girl and you're sending her a message, that lets me know that you're trying to start something with her. Okay, you should not have even been with the guy who still had feelings for possibly or in a relationship, possibly with another woman, and you have to send her a message. That just showed that you were settling for less. Okay, you didn't want someone that was single by himself. No, you had to be with someone that was already with someone or still had feelings for someone. That creates the toxicity. Okay, because now we're in a position where the man is in the middle. Okay, and now you're already going back and forth. Now, she also probably noticed that Romeca had his child. Usually, a guy's going to really have to communicate and talk to the mother of his child. Sometimes there are bonds there, feelings there. So then, oh, well, lo and behold, now I got his child too. Okay, now you're bringing a whole new child into an already toxic relationship. Okay, so girl, stop. Let's see. Nicole said, I believe it too, while they never met. Girl, this is I just saw a Facebook post about it. And Dee told me that this on this interview, because she showed it, I think yesterday, that the mom had said that I hadn't seen that part. So that was new to me. I just saw that this morning. So I'm thinking that they had met before. So the first time the child met in person, you bring a pow pow? Like, that really does look some type of way. And then how do you get a restraining order on someone if y'all have not even met in person? So that makes me think, is the restraining order legit? Does she know someone? Okay, if she's going to school for criminal investigation, right? Something she just said, does she possibly know, or does her family know of someone that could produce these types of restraining orders? Because how would a judge, okay, approve a restraining order and y'all have never met before? Y'all haven't even been around each other before. What do you need the person restrained for? If y'all don't even pretty much live in the same area and have not met, why do you need a restraining order? So to me, either they better check to see if it's legit or to see who approved it. Because were there grounds for a restraining order if y'all have never met in person? That's my question. So that does make it look a certain type of way, that you were just trying to have that in place as a proof to have a paper trail, as she said. Oh, well, she's near me, so I had the right to do it because on this restraining order, she was not even supposed to be within a certain amount of feet as me. Okay? No. You, girl, went ahead and got this paperwork from I don't know where. Okay, either you drafted it or had someone else draft it, and then try to use that as to your advantage. But I don't even know how you got one if y'all have never met in person before. That's weird.
Far as Carlos, he played a major part in this. I remember multiple times of her calling saying, Mama, I'm tired. I can't fight no more. I just want him to leave me alone. She had got her strength to walk away because I'm a mother and I'm a fighting mother. I've always raised my kids to, regardless of what situation, do not take the kid from their dad. But this is one situation. I wish I wouldn't have told my baby that. So she could have just really walked away. Even if you had a order protection on her, why didn't you call the police yourself then? Why didn't you get in your car and leave? You were in a place where you shouldn't have even been. The school is on 22nd. Why did you park there? Carlos stay on 20th. 21st, like close to 20th. You can.
Y'all are saying some great things in the chat too. Nicole said that was a heck of a first meeting, but people are crazy. You have to be very careful and choose your battles carefully. Yes, exactly. People are crazy. Yeah, and I agree. It sounds like a lot of jealousy, a whole lot. And for the simple fact that, sometimes people can be jealous of your willingness to move on and to get your life together. It appeared as though Romeca was tired of going back and forth with him and trying to move on and do some different things with her life. Holly probably didn't like that because she knew she was settling. Okay, she knew that she looked crazy. Okay, so she's like, oh man, she doing all this stuff. You could tell from the video, I would never video. She was bringing up the fact that Romeca had a good job doing something meaningful. Child, what were you doing? What's your job? Okay, you're all in another city with a man who has a whole other baby, well, multiple baby mothers, but this one, for some reason, maybe she knew I don't know, cared for this one more than others. I don't know. We don't hear about her going back and forth with the other baby mamas. But my thing is, sometimes if they see your strength, that you're strong and you're trying to do something, that makes people jealous too. So she was really probably jealous of that. She's settling for someone that's not even put in her first place. And he's definitely not a prize. Okay. Brittany said, and the man is going back and forth and lying to each of the baby mamas. Yep, possibly. Why would you want someone else's man? I would date someone that is single and not in a relationship. Exactly. That's the thing. That's the other part. And like her mom just said too, you had multiple things you could have done. You could have gotten in your car and drove off with your child in the car saying, I'm not putting my child into danger. You could have walked across the street because we saw a map last night of how far Carlos's apartment was from that parking spot and where all of this happened. Child, it was right across the street. Okay, you could have gotten your baby and say, look, y'all handle this. I am going to focus on me and my child to get up out of here because I don't have time for this. But no, you want to play Captain Save-A-Ho. Okay. And then now that went a whole other direction. He used you to do his dirty work. He could have also prevented that. From the moment that she was trying to get out of his grip and get back into her car, Romeca, then he could have said, instead of saying allegedly she's about to go get her pow, then he could have said, no, don't do that. Or he could have let her go so she could get in her car and say, go on, get up out of here or whatever. He wanted that to happen, in my opinion. Okay? He allowed that to happen. Now, another thing I was thinking about, y'all, is did he think that she shot her that she was going to shoot her to the point of death? Or do y'all think that he just thought she would shoot her? Okay, and it would do something to her to scare her, but not possibly unalive her. What are y'all's thoughts even about that part? Because I started thinking about that. I was like, maybe he knew she was going to do something with the pow, but was it to unalive or shoot and scare? Those are two different things. But then the girl, instead of her shooting to scare, actually shot to unalive. Because when you shoot multiple times like that, okay, you're shooting more than once. And people were talking about the first one in the leg and the thigh. I think that guy that was showing videos, he was saying, oh, she did a warning shot. No, your warning shot is not at the person. Okay, a warning shot up in the air or something like that And so if you shot in the thigh once, okay, you could have hit a major artery. Even with that, why did she proceed to keep shooting? She had already weakened the perceived threat. She was already down. Okay, she was going back away from her also, y'all. That was another point. If you feel threatened, the person's coming at you. She was walking back to the car, so she got shots from the side, so it hit her face and her chin area. Okay, and at that point, when they said it happened so quick that it happened as he was releasing her, the witness said like it was a gush of, y'all know I'm not trying to get graphic, came out of her at that moment when she started falling, and so I'm just thinking you weren't too threatened. Okay, you had plenty of options and things you could have done.
Park there. You can park there on the block before him.
Hi, Simmons World. Welcome.
You wanted to be seen. You guys triggered that situation up with my daughter. And to leave her lifeless like that, that is your baby's brother.
Hey, honey, 5K gangster guy.
What kind of woman are you? She allowed you and Carlos to take her baby out with your child to eat dinner. Don't make her look like she's a monster.
Hey,
she's not.
Welcome, sis.
She's not. And I just want justice. Someone must pay for this. You want to say that she blocked your car. Her hood of her car is in the back of your car, and Carlos' car is in the front of hers. Make it make sense.
So they had her blocked in. Yeah.
They said Romeca had Holly blocked in. How? How?
Can I ask you some logistical questions, Mom? When it comes to, and I hear you, the internet is cruel.
Yes,
and I haven't really subscribed to it. But the bottom line, there's been some logistical factors that I've been really defending, because one of the allegations is Holly, the shooter, because it's not alleged, she is the shooter, said, well, her defense is, I have a conceal and carry card. And when I heard this, I had to pray about this. I'm a new mom. I have 2 baby boys. This was very heavy because I am Romeca. Okay. Every Black woman under the sound of my voice that is a mother fighting to survive in this city, in this state, is your daughter. And I stand with you. And when I heard that, my response was, fool, that's not a license to kill. You just took a life because you think that card is vested for you to do so. And then it erupted about
Morning, Nook the Book. Thank you for joining.
Orders of protection. So we have been looking for a witness that is saying that the father was attacking your daughter prior to Holly even arriving. Okay, so there was some activity beforehand that even led up to. But the bottom line is, when we get down to the meat and potatoes, what is sacred is that this is your grandbaby's elementary school. This is your daughter. And definitively, this happened in front of the school. Am I correct?
Yes.
And with that being said, I would like to understand what rationale was provided to you and your family as to how did we get to the release of Holly and the fact that Carlos was never even taken into custody.
When I got to the scene, everybody was gone. I had got a video. This is how I found out that my baby had got shot. I got sent a video of my baby on the ground and a puddle of blood and him standing all over her and everything. I'd never seen my baby at the scene. When I got to the scene, all I seen was red and yellow tape. I called him. He called me when we was at Cook County Hospital. And he said, Ma, I said, she's gone.
Get top quality flooring, professionally installed, at unbeatable prices with Express Flooring. Choose.
And there was a pause. And he said, this is all my fault. See, don't know what's being said to me.
Swiftest outcome I've ever heard. And are you a native of Chicago?
Yes.
And I am too. So the fact that she was gone just like that, literally and figuratively, and you were shown a video, that breaks my heart. And I'm so sorry. That's cruel. You know, I think that, you know, in wake of your daughter's murder, because this is exactly what it was, the pain that I feel for you and what I've been able to.
And you know what? Yes, it's so horrible. It really is. Y'all, when I was looking for another video on Facebook one day, I came across that video that she was sent. And no mom, oh my gosh, no mom should be sent that of one of the last pictures of their daughter. I don't know who did that. And to me, y'all, it had to have been someone that knew her or had her phone number. Okay. Why would you send that to the mom? And this is her first time of really kind of knowing about this information. You want to protect people in moments like that. You know, then whoever got that shot, they were posting it online. You have to be careful, even sometimes. Now, I don't know. Like I say, I'm not trying to say it was a family member or nothing like that. Had to have been someone that she knew that had a phone number. But y'all remember, you know, even with Whitney Houston when she passed away, it was an inside thing, okay, of someone getting pictures of her in the casket. All of that came from someone that was there, some close family. We just got to be careful and protect people. That image, this lady said she was not able to eat or sleep. That was in her mind. And I hate, you know, she's getting there to the location. They had taken Romeca away. She said all she saw was the yellow tape, okay, probably blood on the ground and so forth. But she had to see that image. My thing is also, because I'm hearing about this even with the situation with Trey Reed. What happened to officers going to the homes of these parents and sharing information before it gets out on the news and so forth? Because I know even with the Trey Reed situation, the parents said that when they received the information, they were told from the police that their son was found in the dormitory unalived. Okay. But when they watched the news, they got a totally different story that he was found hanging from a tree. Why are you being dishonest with the parents? Now, this lady is having to hear about her child, okay, but not only what has happened and so forth, she's getting inboxes, a text of her on the ground, unalive, in blood. What happened to y'all going to share that first before she has to find out about this? That's so insensitive to me. It really, really is. Let's see. Rebecca said they wasn't bringing a child to school, so they could not have been at the school. Well, and I'm gonna kind of hope I can find that part in his live from last night, because y'all, we have another live that I'm not gonna show this whole live, but the other live from Keys News Network. He actually did a map, okay, of where everything was located. The school was on one side of the street. You have to make a U-turn. There was parking right there at the end of a street, because I was confused. And I think Jasmine Girl, one of my supporters that comes in here, she was trying to explain it to me. And I'm a visual person too. So that helped me understand what Jasmine had been trying to tell us. The parking they have is additional parking across the street. Now, across from that, on the back side of that, Carlos lives across the street from there, not directly on the same side as the school. So technically they were in front of the school but down some, but it was across the street, if that makes sense. Do y'all know, like when you go downtown or something and they have a median in between, there were like a median of trees where the school is here, you have to make a U-turn to come back around, there's parking across the street. It was like that. Okay, but also you have to consider his apartment was nearby too, behind there. So that could have been the parking right there. And I was surprised that he lived so close to the school. I'm like, wow. Yes, definitely his fault. Sammy's World said it seems Romeca unfortunately was not good at conflict resolution. From the earlier videos, it seems the women in their family are aggressive. Unfortunately, Chicago females can be this way. Well, on this particular day, her mom was saying that she didn't even really want to deal with him anymore. Like she was trying to move on from all of that, you know. And so, yeah, that, whew, the lady who's doing this interview is not going to let up. Okay. Yeah, the boy, cute. He got on my nerves last night. Y'all, I was going off in the comment section. He was getting on my nerves for real. Why was he at the school? Yeah, he wasn't at the school. I think he was in his car, which he parked across the street from his house or his apartment, whatever they call it. The baby father sent it to his supposed to be friend. Yeah, and then I'm wondering who sent it to the mom. Holly tried to use Romeca's temper against her. It is truly sad. Yes, gaslighting her. Yep, I can see that. Yep. Right, Brittany. Uh-oh, hold on. I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Because baby. Oh yeah, they ruled that a suicide. And they're doing now Colin Kaepernick, he is doing he's funding to have another autopsy done. Ben Crump is also joining the team so they can get to the bottom of what really happened to Trey Reed. Hey Shelly, hey sis, thank you for joining. Good morning, Catherine. Welcome. Okay, Carlos went back home and changed his clothes. Yeah, after the shooting, he went back home and changed his clothes. Thought he was going across the street to the school and get his son out. Thank God that school is on it. Okay, they did not allow that child to leave with him. Y'all, imagine it had that school. See, and this is why the front office staff is so important at y'all's children's schools. Okay, I know even myself. Now, when I went up to my son's school for his birthday Thursday, the lady at the front desk, she knows me, right? Now, she still has to look that information up. Just because she sees me come in and out of the school, she was not going to give me access to go inside of a school building into the cafeteria without verifying if there are any holds on, this person can't see this child, anything like that. Now, take it now, what had just happened in front of the school across the street. It had been all over the news. Okay. Now, even with those types of situations, now I don't know if it was an alert put out there for the parents of that school. 10 times to 1, if it runs anything like it does here in Texas, I don't care if they were on campus or not. If there is any type of violence, potential guns out there, anything, the school goes on lockdown. They are aware of what's taking place around that school because they have to lock it down. They have to protect the kids at all costs. Okay. So as a security measure, I know many times something has taken place where police presence has been blocks away and they have put all of our schools on lockdown in that area. Okay. So that school was probably aware of what just took place. And now here he comes thinking they're dumb. Okay. And they're like, sir, you were out there involved in this. We're not releasing him to you. So I am so glad that they did not, because guess what? If they had released his son to him, y'all, we could have been looking at a totally different thing taking place at this point. We don't know if he would have held that little boy captive, okay, saying that I'm not releasing you to none of her family, could have traveled out of state with him. Anything could have happened beyond that if they had released that baby with him. Okay, so kudos to the school that they were vigilant in this. They made sure and all of that. that they didn't just turn it, they didn't go and change clothes. Now, why you going there with the same bloody clothes? You got her blood all over your shoes, all over your hands. But you thought you were gonna go and change, wash your hands, and oh, let me go get my son. Why you didn't want him to stay at school? It doesn't matter. They shouldn't have jumped that girl. Exactly. Okay, he should not have been there. He wasn't bringing him to school. Well, I think he was leaving supposedly or waiting on Romeca. I still believe he was waiting on her and watching. He didn't have a way of getting in touch with her allegedly. So I truly feel he was scoping the scene across the street and watching when she turned in there to take her son to school. The mom just said 2 weeks ago he was out there and was trying to fight her. She ran into the street trying to get away from him and almost got hit. Why are they not talking about that? This shows it's a pattern. But yet y'all want to come out posting all these videos from when she went to jail, her eye was all beat up, all of this stuff. Okay, talk about it from both sides. And that's what I was telling the guy last night in the chat. I'm like, you're talking about all this evidence that y'all are putting out to level the playing field? Sir, how are you leveling a playing field? And this girl's life was taken. It's not leveling what playing field? Okay, we unfortunately can't see the videos and evidence that Romeca probably had in her phone because she's gone. Okay, so now, oh, we're leveling the playing field because it didn't go the way he thought it was going to go, and people been on his case wanting him to go ahead and get justice for Romeca. So now, oh, let me make her look a certain type of way. No, that's not okay. That's not okay. Okay, they shouldn't have done that, have sent anything to the family, photos of the daughter, totally inappropriate. Exactly. We can't even get in our kids' schools. Okay. And to be honest, okay, good. To be honest, y'all, they only let me go so far. They don't, you know how it used to be where if you have a pass to go into the schools, they'll let you come back to the classrooms and stuff like that. Baby, they cut all of that out. Okay, we could only go to the cafeteria. I was volunteering to take the cupcakes back to the classroom. They were like, oh no, ma'am, the teacher can get it. They are trying to protect these kids, which I'm glad. Okay. Hi, Susan. Good morning. Let's see here. It all happened too fast for law enforcement to get the information and visit the home. Her mother found out real time via video posting. Social media is working faster than the police. And you have a good point there, Sammy's World. You do. You have a good point. Okay, because I guess, people, and it was people out there recording too. So if you were anywhere on social media, you would have came across that. Yep, that's a good point. Because they used to call the film. Now they're going to have to call, do Zooms or schedule, do a quick Zoom or something, because social media is faster nowadays than the police sheriff going to the homes. Okay, with the accidents and all of that. Oh Lord, that is, you don't ever want to find out just something like that. That's the fact that he thought he was going to be able to go pick his son up is crazy. Yeah, and allegedly he thought he was going to just roll up in the funeral Thursday. Okay, baby, they probably gave the police pictures of you. The audacity, that's my thing. It's the audacity for me that you would do this, allow this to happen to her, and then think that you were going to walk up into her funeral. You already know that they had your picture posted everywhere. They probably gave police, this is what he looks like. Do not let him come in here. For one, it's a safety risk in itself. Okay, it's safety risk for him because they could have taken you out, somebody there, or it's a safety risk for the family or the people there because we don't know what you're rolling with. Okay, because we see how foul you can be. Let's see. If he did try, definitely a narcissistic attempt, right? Let's see. And then it's so obvious that it was a setup. It was very obvious to me. Right. There's a protocol to go by at school, by everyone. You too. Thank you, Brittany. Have a good day at work. Yeah, they need to be in jail. You know what? I don't know if anyone got her phone. I'm hoping so. And I hope that they'll go through it and use it as evidence. The things that are in there showing messages. Because earlier I was saying one thing that I'm wondering, for it to be such a coincidence that they were outside did he send her a text message or something saying, after you drop him off, can you come over here or something like that? Like, I just don't see them being outside at the exact same time. Now, she's running late. Okay. Even if y'all thought, oh, we can catch her taking the son to school, y'all were outside at 7 o'clock. Let's just say 7 o'clock. We know Romeca's going to take the son to school at 7. We're going to stay out here, blah, 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 blah. Now, she didn't get there at 7 o'clock. So it seems like y'all would have left. Where were y'all going? Supposedly to the gym. Okay, go ahead and go to the gym. Or were you getting back home? What? Okay. Now you mean to tell me you stayed out there the entire time? Between the time for her originally supposed to get there and the time that she was running late, and y'all, both of y'all just so happened to be out there with y'all's vehicles and the baby. Come on now. That just it doesn't, something is off with that. In my opinion, hey Mama Six, in my opinion, they are still working on the case. I want to know who she was on the phone with while on the scene. Me too. If he wanted to talk to her, he didn't need his new girlfriend with him to talk to her. Exactly. That part.
Bear witness to. I don't think people are really just humanizing her, and I want you to, because your daughter was on the precipice of greatness, studying to become a nurse. She's inspired me. I want to leave notes. I just thought that was a beautiful attribute. I'm a boy mom. So I am inspired by your baby. So I'm glad that you received my love, because I was like, man, that's amazing. And the fact that she was committed to being just goodness, and that was cut short. So after you got the call that she arrived to the hospital and had transitioned, what catapulted from there?
I was it took them so long because they kept saying Romeca Meeks, and I'm asking them for Romeca Blackman. So it was about like almost an hour before I could even get any answers about my daughter. So I had to go into my phone and send them, show them a picture of her. And that's how I ended up seeing her. And to see her like that was just, oh my God. It was devastating. When I seen the video and seen her in person, I didn't know what to do, how to think, but I was so angry. I was so angry because me, myself, literally talked to Carlos and told him, you got to stop this. You're the only one can stop this. There are two women that's fighting because somebody is lying to the next one. They want to make it look like Romeca was fighting with Holly. All these posters they putting up is her and Carlos 3-4 years ago. I mean, why didn't they put up videos of her in the nail shop and he pulling up, jumping on her? Why didn't they put up the video 2 weeks earlier of that? She's dropping her baby off and she's running in the middle of the street and almost get hit because he's down there threatening her. Why didn't they where is the video of her literally at Holly, her rising or trying to fight her? Where is that?
He only recorded what he wanted to record and pick up. See, some people don't record the part where they provoke you or they lied to you or you going off. The recording starts when you respond. So a lot of the videos he got was in response to what he's probably let go into action. Okay. Let us see the after effect after he's poked the bear. Okay. So it's going to fit his narrative. It's not going to make him look bad. All of the videos that they're putting out and he's giving over to his little buddy. It's not going to make him look bad, of course. It's going to make Romeca look bad. Okay, now where's her phone? Let's see him in action. Him lying, the text, the fighting, all of that. Right, exactly, Susan. Yeah. Let's see all of that footage. Yeah. Because this is so one-sided. It's so one-sided.
Miss McMiller, um, I will be praying for your strength. I am very emotional hearing this. I see the family. And this is what we mean, WVON. Where's the justice for this mom? I mean, my heart bleeds. I see you all, and Miss McMillan, I'm just so sorry. This is her mother. So this is the mother of Romeca Meeks Blackman, 31 years old.
I don't care what you had. You didn't kill my baby like that. And Carlos, I felt like you set my baby up. I felt like you said and premeditated this. I felt like this is something totally different because you are, what, 6'5", 6'6" and you can control nothing. Nothing. And you beg. Okay. You go to the gym, you bitch, you do everything, and you could control this situation. You wasn't trying.
Right.
And you literally told Romeca, as the lady said in the statement, she has her gun. She has her gun. And then Holly, you respond to say, I'm gonna shoot this bitch.
Wow. Shout out to Shelly Shells for the super sticker. She said, I really hope they get justice and they both go away. Exactly. And thank you, sis, for being a sponsor for today's live. Thank you so much. Yes, I hated hearing that in her voice. Right, Susan, we're her voice. And y'all, I'm going to also share in the chat too throughout the live the petition. You know, if you're interested in signing the petition for her, they're going to take that. They're trying to get as many, I think it's 10,000, and it's almost there, signatures on the petition for justice for Romeca to have the investigation open, okay, and really look into, because as of now, no one has been put in jail or charged with her unaliving, okay? Oh, yeah, she's definitely, girl, I feel like yesterday, in the chat over there in Key's news chat, there was this one name that I kept seeing. Either that person knew Holly or it was Holly. And when I said, is this Holly? She gonna have the nerve to say, no, it's not, stupid. I was like, girl, well, I know ain't no way you over here cheering on Holly. And the girl was wrong for taking this mom away from her son. I said, stupid. Baby, because you were clapping too much. She kept on cheering for Holly throughout that live. So either it was someone that knew her or her. Okay, because she was probably definitely over there watching. Someone said they took her baby. Yes, I heard that too. Allegedly, the baby is with her mom. So I don't know how true that is, but yeah, I did see that as well. Yeah, girl, I was like, because I asked her, I said, is this Holly? Because I kept seeing the comments. And she was like, no, it's not, stupid. And so after what I said, she gonna come back and say, and I said what I said. I said, let me quit, because see, she gonna take me to Keisha number 2 level, and I'm not trying to with a troll page. Yeah, that was her, the way she responded. Exactly. I said, girl, because you were really on Holly's tip. Okay. Yeah, she called me stupid. It was in the chat last night. The whole crime scene was sketchy to me. Exactly. It just didn't look right. It didn't look right.
Go around to the passenger side of the car. Your baby in there. Where your 6-month baby is in the car. Come to the other side and shoot my baby in the face. Then shoot her in the side. Then shoot her in the leg. Oh, you're going. You was intentionally trying to kill my daughter. For what? Because Carlos couldn't stop loving her? What was it? What was it?
He was stalking.
Romeca wasn't stalking Carlos. Carlos was stalking Romeca. And you couldn't take it because you didn't get the love that he gave her. You have to earn that love. You haven't been in that relationship that long like they was. So you had to earn it. You didn't feel the hurt that she felt while you on Facebook. I would never go with another man's woman
Ooh.
and have a baby back when he's already in a relationship. I would never do that. So why would you never get on Facebook and lie and say what you would never do?
Shelly.
Then you made a post to say I'm just gonna kill the bitch. I'm just gonna kill the motherfucker.
She shared.
You intentionally, this was on. I don't know. You guys planned it because to me, in my heart, I feel like it was premeditated.
I feel like that too, Mama. And Susan said Holly disliked Romeca getting attention when she was here. Boy, she mad now. I just wish it was not due to these circumstances. Exactly. And I feel like if it was supposed to go one way and her not unaliving her in the moment, she didn't want to stop shooting. Okay. She felt like he's a prize and that Romeca needed to be gone. Or he would forever have her in his heart and wouldn't fully be hers. I don't think he's fully yours still. He probably has multiple women. The way this guy was talking on this chat last night, I said, well, was you his boyfriend? Like, because you know, some guys who want to be on the DL, I said it was giving DL behavior to me. Okay, well, they like to have these multiple women to try to cover up. Because the way this guy was defending him, it was very questionable. Okay, I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying it was quite questionable. So, child, stop. Okay, he probably already with some other people, and Romeca was not the only one. Let's see. From my understanding, having a switch is illegal. That's why she had the gun at first. Okay. He needs to be in jail with the stupid class. Okay. Her and that never nonsense. Yeah, I would never. Nicole said, yes, I saw that in his chat yesterday. OB, I was a troll. I was a troll or her. I agree. Wait, what happened? It was a troll. Oh, so you saw it too yesterday? Girl, it was definitely somebody that knew her or it was her. He probably turned on her by now. The fact that he tried to show up at the funeral shows he feels bad. I think so too. Yes, it was. And Los looking saucy. Okay. I was like, sir, you should have won your boyfriend. Because I really don't see a man. I'm going to be honest. There's nothing against, hey, that's your thing. Do your thing. You know, I just haven't seen a man defending another man like that. Like to the lengths of sharing videos. Like his security, his what do they call him? The publicist. The publicist. Child, what y'all had going on? Playing his music. And y'all supposedly hadn't seen each other in some years. Okay. Child, bye. Y'all been having some conversations. And from my understanding, men that act like this, right, exactly, 105K gangster. Like I said, nothing against it. If it's your thing, that's your thing. Okay. Now you will never be happy. Exactly. Now you clocking everyone in the chat. Last night, I don't know what came over me. I guess I'm just so to the top with this. Like, it's time out. She's been laid to rest. Let's go. Okay, let's get justice for her. I wasn't trying to hear it. I was tired. And I was on another one last night. I didn't care. I felt that was the time to let go. Okay, so we're going to do this. Either Holly, you in this chat, get out this chat. You up here lying, sir. You're messing up all kind of words. Quit trying to use big words if you don't even know how to say them. Okay, quit doing that. Didn't have a shirt the first, hair all over your head. You just popping up trying to get some clout. You saw this man's numbers are high, so you trying to hop on his live. Okay, knowing what you're talking about does not make sense. He's trying to overtalk people. And anytime a person tries to overtalk people, to me, you know you lying. Okay, and you don't want to give that person enough time to talk because they're gonna catch you in a lie. Yeah, that's really strange. It's probably his boyfriend on the low. Okay, yes, he was going to bat for him. I'm telling you, girl, I've never seen guys do that. This was my first. He wouldn't have made it to their funeral. Girl, he tried to show up. He showed up, girl. They said that the police allegedly escorted him away. The audacity. Let's see. Los Music was a hot mess. That song was horrible, and they were putting trash all up in the comments. Like, sir, why would you embarrass yourselves like that? Showing that music video, it didn't even make sense. And then some of the lyrics that Keys News Network picked up, it sounded questionable, like he was on the DL. Okay, I was like, this is embarrassing. Okay, I'm gonna show a little more of this, and we're gonna go to that live.
Now, let me ask you, Miss McMiller, where is the police, Chicago Police Department, and or the state's attorney in terms of your sentiments? Who has talked to you in regards of the next steps? Because since Friday, Holly has been released. As I've come to understand, she doesn't even live in Chicago. She lives in Wisconsin.
Yes.
So she drove all the way up from Wisconsin. How did this come to be? And what have they told you and your family as to why she's been released? With no charges.
They had no one came up. They had no witness to come up yet. And her, I hear she has a very important lawyer that got her out. But I haven't heard anything yet, but this is an ongoing investigation. That's all I've heard. No state's attorney has talked to me, and I heard this from the detective. But anything else, I have not heard. No one has reached out to me. No one has said anything to me. And I think it's unfair for no one not to talk to me, because I'm supposed to be able to get questions, answers, ask you questions and get answers. You know, everybody wants to keep saying, Holly, Holly, Holly. Holly, why would you call DCFS on Romeca if Romeca messing with you so much? Holly, you picked with my baby. You did this all the time to her.
Ms. McMiller, did Romeca have restraining orders against Holly and Carlos?
I knew Carlos. I don't know about Holly, but I knew it was Carlos.
She had one against Carlos. Okay.
You know, because he kept.
So allegedly, mom is saying that Romeca did have a restraining order against Carlos. Okay. Now, y'all, look how dirty that girl is. She was trying to get this girl's child taken away from her. See, people play too much. Playing with Child Protective Services is already hard enough to get them to do anything. Okay. They already are understaffed, overworked, over too many cases. Kids are getting abused, hurt, and falling through the cracks. Okay, so now we playing with the system because you're trying to get at this girl. Okay, we can see that it was probably a pattern of her doing this. So she probably did get the restraining order on him, and then in retaliation, this Holly girl got some form of restraining order, which I still don't know how, if they've never met in person. And then she said she has a really good lawyer that got her out. But once again, why isn't the police sharing information with this family? This is why they are now trying to seek justice and get this investigation open and all of that. Okay, so that she could get justice for Romeca. It's crazy that they don't have any information to give this mom, and they haven't been in communication with her.
Harassing her. Her co-workers came to my house yesterday, and she literally said, I asked her, I said, did Carlos ever come up there harassing Romeca? She said, all the time. She said, I had to tell him, if you put your hands on her, we're all going to whoop your ass. I'm sorry.
No,
she said she would write me a statement and let everyone know that this is what he was doing. He said she said Romeca used to park her car 5 blocks away almost and walked to work so he wouldn't see her car there. Because she moved. She changed her number. She didn't want nothing else to do with him. So only way he knew to find her at was the school or her work.
Wow.
My God.
Hence the post that Romeca made. Remember when we talked about that? She made a post about, she was trying to find out why some baby fathers would move on and he coming up to her job trying to fight her. She made a post about that. So the mom is saying that was true. He only knew of where to find her as far as the school or her job. And then for her to have to park her car and walk like that, you shouldn't even have to do all of that. But that shows the level of crazy he was on. See, I don't get these men that feel like they got to fight you and then they don't want to be with you. Like, which one, you want to hurt me or you love me? Like, because they don't equate. Okay, you can't hit and try to fight me and say you love me. So to do this, like, I never knew any of that. Like, she's trying to hide out and all of that. So why would she, if she's trying to do all of that, hiding from him, he coming up there, why would she pull over to confront him? That doesn't make sense either. Like, think about that.
And even with this shooting on the school grounds, I could not understand, Miss McMiller, why there was no charge even for that.
I couldn't either, because you have, this is me. You have a 6-month baby in a car. Regardless if you got concealed to carry, you are not supposed to have a weapon in a car with a kid. You are by school grounds. You are not supposed to have a weapon that close to a school where kids are involved. She violated in so many ways. She violated the Safe School Act. She endangered her child while you're calling on Romeca's DCFS. You endangered your child. Why DCFS is not on you for endangering your child? It's not right. It's senseless to me. My grandson is starting saying every morning, "Mommy, grandmommy, grandmommy, I miss my mommy so much. I miss my mommy so much." The bonding relationship that Romeca and this baby had, no one can fill those shoes. No one. It was just amazing. Oh, it was the mother. He just jump all over her, kiss all over her, tell her, "Mommy, I love you, I love you, I love you." She would do the same thing. She would be at work. She would be at work, and I got him. And she'll be at work. Call it. "Girl, if you call my phone one more time." But that was the communication they had, because he called me mama, and then she'll call him and say, "Mommy, I'm with grandmommy." And she'll probably like, "See, that's what I'm talking about. Every time my baby get over there with you, he gonna act like he don't know his mama. He got his grandma. He with his grandma. He wanna go to his grandma." We had a strong relationship. My kids and I, when it come down to family, we are family bonded, and we love kids. Oh, and I extremely love kids. I'll take the whole kids, tell the parents, "Hey, get out." As they tell my kids tell me, my house is Burger King, have it their way. Their house is McDonald's. And that is me.
Well, that sounds very beautiful, and I can feel that about it. Don't make me drop my babies off, Ms.
I know
McMillan.
that's right.
They won't want to come back.
Yes, Nicole. And y'all, let me drop this link for this particular video in the chat. If y'all want to watch the rest of it, let me drop that here. Okay. Oh shoot. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in the chat. We're gonna pause on that live. But if you want to watch it, the full in the chat. Now, y'all, Nicole said, so Holly wanted to really hurt Lowe's by taking out Roro because she knew he really was thought. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have thought that maybe, maybe she was just trying to hurt her and with the gun or scare her. But at some point, y'all, I think she looked at it as an opportunity to fully take her out. I truly feel that. I truly feel that in my heart. Now, I could be wrong, but I just feel like she now looked at it like, oh, this is my chance. Okay. I can claim self defense because I have this paper here, restraining order, and get away with it. That's why they were yelling self defense so much right there. And yes, the witness said that the police, they had to pretty much kind of bring it to their attention to give statements. The mom just said no witnesses have come forward. Now, that witness that was on the messy spot, she did state that she didn't want to be called on the stand or nothing like that. She was just anonymously the one in the video and giving her statement and wanted to tell people what really happened. But I don't think she wants to be involved. A lot of times people don't want to be involved in those types of situations because they feel like their safety would be compromised or something of that sort. Okay. Taking, into consideration what has transpired. So unless some other people come forward, y'all, and then I think Jasmine girl that was in the chat the other day said that they have this new thing there in Chicago where they don't have cameras outside like they used to. So I don't even know if any of this was recorded on camera. Now, if one of the businesses or the school has camera footage that could capture it, possibly, but I don't think they have like street light cameras and things of that sort to capture that moment. So it may be hard to see that too, if that wasn't captured. There are videos out there. I don't know if any of those other people are going to come around and say something. We don't know yet. Okay, now this next video, shout out to Keys News Network, did his big one on this live yesterday. Now, I had just started following him, y'all, and I must say, he has a lot of theories that make sense, and it really gets my mind. I love when a person can challenge my thinking. Now, and I like also he engages with his audience underneath his videos, where if you disagree with a point he made, he will clarify and not get an attitude with you. Okay, like he not trying to delete your comment or saying, well, I said this or whatever. So, that's how it is here at the Open Book too. Everyone does not have to agree on things as long as you're respectful and so forth. We do it like that as well. But I wanted to show some snippets of his live from last night because he brought up some great points. He also showed a map, y'all, of how it looks there. Because sometimes you have to have a visual of what something looks like to give you more context to what actually happened. Susan said, you ain't wrong, OB. Holly's crazy mind felt like as long as Romeca was on earth, she'd have no peace. Thoughts of someone with mental instability. Yes, exactly. Exactly. And she probably felt like that was the opportunity for her to take her out. Okay. Yeah, I'm noticing that, Nicole.
The world is Friday night fights. I don't know if you got your cup, your drink, whatever you do it. It's Friday. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk shit. Before we get into the show, I'm gonna let people come in. We're gonna play music on It's Friday like we always do. Come on.
Yeah. Hey man, it's 5 p.m. in Chicago right now, man. Right now.
It's over. Look, shout out to It's My Opinion, Not Yours in the chat. Shout out to In the Trap TV. Shout out to Open Book. Shout out to Trolley Baby. Troll Baby type shit. Who else we got up in the building?
That Troll Baby.
Shout out to Christy in the building. Shout out to Robin Simone in the building. Shout out to who else we got?
I thought I had fast
forward. Of course, It's My Opinion, Not Yours, top moderator. Something just still isn't adding up. Queen of everything.
I think he's about to.
That's the point, y'all. We about to get down to the bottom of it today. After I'm done doing this, ain't nobody else gonna be able to top this, y'all. For real, for real. It's over with type shit. Now, if people want to continue with the story, they can. That's cool. If you want to continue with a theory, that's can. You can. It's cool. But today, I'm about to break it down based off everything we got. And I feel like I know why the decision of the case is what it was. And I'm going to give y'all my final resolve. And all this shit is allegedly, right? type shit. Let's put that out there. For one, I want to give a shout out to the Meeks family, the Blackman family, whatever name y'all using at the time. Shout out to y'all type shit, right? I don't have a
Whatever
problem with
name.
y'all. Never did, right? Some shit was said. I said some shit and it went from there. Cool, right? Type shit. I'm keeping my restraining orders though. I'm keeping them motherfuckers. However, I don't have a problem with y'all. To Carlos Smith, I don't have a problem with you. Justice has to be served though. Holly, Quadesia Monique Johnson, whatever name you feel like going by at the time, I don't have a problem with you, but your ass got to go to jail. Type shit. Let's get straight to it. How did this all start? I did a timeline, y'all, and let's break this down the right way. Shout out to everybody in the building. Okay. For what we know,
sis, welcome.
Romeca woke up, right? Said she doing her mama shit. She wrote a letter. She on her way to school. They late though. Now, Holly Johnson, aka Quadesia Monique Johnson, was in town, y'all. Quadesia was in town, y'all. She not from Chicago. She not from Milwaukee. She's staying Waukegan. Let's get it straight off. All this is facts, but it's allegedly. The story is allegedly. But let's keep it real, y'all, right? However, Romeca gets a word. Somebody call Romeca and tell her Quadesia is in town. Romeca writes this note on purpose. This is why this is one of the only notes that we see so far from her. I'm not saying she don't do this shit. I'm not saying this she's not a good mother. I'm just saying this note was purposely exposed to the public to show she was late, but she was on her way to that school. So she was providing an alibi, y'all. So she had the son, right?
Now wait, y'all, I never thought about that, because what if she did do this on a regular? She chose that particular day to show the note, and it explained that she was late, dropping her son off. And the irony of how this was such a special note for her son at the same time, I think we just mainly, when this came out, focused on that part of it, that this was like so sweet. We need to start doing this for our children. Like we got those feels from it. But now that puts a different, take on it as well. It showed that, I was late dropping him off, so I wasn't there my usual time. But this dude still was there. And that was my question too. Why was he still there? Okay. Right, you were in his chat too yesterday. I didn't see y'all. That chat was going too fast. Hey, Deborah, good morning. Thank you for joining, or good afternoon. Okay, right, honey, 5K. I didn't think about that part.
No question. Romeca had the son, y'all. Romeca went to the school late, though. Dropped the son off, dropped the lunch off, right? Now, who usually be at the school in the morning time is Carlos type shit. Right, as y'all can see right there, that's Carlos at the school. That yellow line that's him at the school. After I'm done saying all this shit, I'm gonna show y'all pure facts. Right, he at the school. When she sent this picture to the family, she said, "I'm done being scared." She said, "I'm done being scared." So now me and this nigga can meet up. We can talk, but I ain't scared of this nigga no more. Right? She sent that in a group text with the family. I got the proof of that.
Wow.
She sent this picture in a group text, but this is significant.
Another piece of evidence. Y'all, we hear the theory all the time of people before they pass away, however, it's like certain things they do or say that you wonder, do they have an inkling that something's about to happen? I mean, y'all, she was to the point where she said she's tired of being afraid. Okay, she captures him in the moment, has this picture, and sent it in a group chat to her family. Okay, come on now. What are the odds that she would have done all of that? The picture of the note, okay, now this in the group chat. Come on, something there. And yes, how God is working. Okay, she left these things behind, and it's working. Probably going to work in her favor to help with her case. Nicole said, yes, Obi, the chat was going fast. I love reading the chat. Yeah, it was the people for me. I was meeting some new friends up in there laughing with them.
Significant because Carlos really couldn't get in contact with Romeca no more. She was trying to live her life better. She was on her way to become a nurse. She never have I ever wiped a person's ass, highly pissed off. So now she about to become a nurse and show that bitch, right? However, type shit, right? Carlos is at the school. While Carlos is at the school, this is what he usually do. On that day, he couldn't be at the school because she was running late. Peep game, y'all. Now hear what I'm saying. It's a timeline. Romeca fake running late type shit. She really know Khadijah in town and shit. So she like, okay, I'm try to avoid this bitch. So I'm purposely run late to avoid this bitch. Khadijah in town type shit. So as Khadijah in town, Carlos thought he was gonna pull up on some goofy shit at the school. Romeca late. Check this out, y'all. So Carlos leave the school as Romeca coming to the school, right? This way you get this nigga double parked there, right? Now he go double park the car because now he waiting on Holly to put the baby in the car, the gun in the car already, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So Carlos go double park the car, boom, because he also is waiting on Holly to move out that parking space so he can put his car in a parking space. Now this is significant because Carlos' crib is by all paid to park. If this nigga, it don't matter. If he want to stay at the crib all day, just sit on his ass, he has to pay all day type shit. In front of his house, he has to pay all day. It's pay to park, PTP type shit, right? So he waiting on Holly to move out the parking space so he can put his car in that parking space, and they was gonna go to the gym. That's why Holly had on her gym clothes. She had on the green jogging suit, whatever, the green goblin shit, whatever fuck that shit was. She had that on. And Carlos had on his shit. They was supposed to go to the gym. Carlos was trying to park his car in Holly's spot, right? After Romeca dropped the damn son off, late though. This is crazy work for real, y'all. She drive towards State Street, but to get back on the E-way, you either gonna go all the way to fuck around or you gonna bust that U-turn and go down Cermak to get to the E-way, right? Romeca bust that U-turn, but in the midst of her busting that U-turn, Carlos is in the middle of the street. Now, what's crazy is she was late, he was there, so Carlos outside the car already. That's when you get the witnesses saying, the shit went down. He was banging her with the door because Carlos was already outside the car. Crazy work. Stay with me, right? However, Romeca like, damn, what the fuck you doing in the middle of the street? Carlos, he thinking they both thinking they on some bullshit, right? The person who was in the car was Khadijah. She was in her own car because she was getting ready to come out that parking space, right? She's so paranoid. I'm trying to use the right choice of words for this, y'all. Khadijah's so paranoid that she see Romeca arguing with Carlos. I don't know how she got it misconstrued or fucked up, but Khadijah get out the car and start popping her shit. That's what made Romeca go harder. Like, bitch, who talking to you? And that's when you get the statement from the witness saying, well, is you serious? I just dropped off my baby. Because Khadijah probably was delusional. Like, bitch, you pulled up here for me? And Romeca like, bitch, I just dropped off my son. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm not even thinking about your ass. I just dropped off my motherfucking son. Now, Holly popping cash money shit. Now, Romeca ain't got no choice but to get in the ass, right? That's when you cue Carlos putting her in the headlock, the fake headlock, because it really wasn't a headlock. It was more of a full Nelson, right? I don't know what the fuck people think a headlock is, but if he had her from behind and like this, that's like a full Nelson lit get up. I don't, shout out to them people that scared of ice, but I don't know what the fuck they was looking at, right? So Romeca get out that shit, and she got that nigga strength. So she like, get me the fuck up out that shit, right? Carlos told Khadijah already to pop her type shit. Like, if she do what you got to do. But he didn't say kill her. Carlos said pop her in the leg. Now, this is where a lot of people got the game fucked up, right? Picture this, y'all. If a motherfucker got your neck like this, right? When you get out to...
That's what I was saying too, y'all. He just said it too. I didn't even pick up on that last night. That I don't know if he meant for her to unalive her. I think it was, if they were going to do this, to have a shot at her to scare her, or, do whatever. Because he crazy too. Why you in the middle of the street, sir? Okay, I would have probably. I ain't gonna say what I probably would have done in that car, but you all in the middle of the street doing all of this, okay, trying to block me in and stuff like that. Now, my thing is this too. I think that they had probably talked about it, and she brought the pow pow, and I think it was to scare her or to, but I don't know if he thought she would unalive her. That part is what I'm wondering. Yeah, he is funny. He is. The way he describes it.
Only way you can get out of that is to do this, right? You have to lean forward and run out. Damn near, right? You have to put your weight on it. You got to lean forward, and you have to run out. Khadijah thought she was just going to shoot Romeca in the leg, and that was it. But she's so scary, she shot Romeca in the leg, in the side, and by Romeca having her head down to get out that full Nelson, she shot her in the chin. Crazy work, for real, for real. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna get y'all through this type shit, right? Now that's when you cue in the witnesses. Let's go, type shit. This when you cue in after. Now, say for instance, everything happened, and this when you cue in the witnesses. Now we don't know who the witnesses is, so for this segment, I use John Leguizamo and Rosie Perez. So shout out to everybody in the building.
On the board, first it came in as a battery in progress, Romeca State. 4 male and 2 females fighting outside on the street, white car and black car on scene. Second ticket coming on the board right now says a person with a gun at 2200 South State. You got a female black, light complexion, green tracksuit, has a gun, fighting with another female black, dark complexion, occupant of a white car. No further.
She shot her. She's the one who shot her. Training order, but she shot her. Oh my fucking God! Baby in the car, Brody. Baby in the car. How you feel? She went up there. Get up. You're scared as hell, right? Scared as hell. She's scared, Brody. Scared as hell. That is not self-defense. You were trying to self in the car, bro. You're trying to hit the car, bro. What are you talking about? You had her in a headlock. And you shot her, Brody. I was there. Oh, I just said, man, don't worry about it. Arrested. They can fucking gun on the street.
I'm licensed to carry. I'm licensed to carry.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bitch. You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? Calm down. Calm the fuck down. Calm down. Calm the fuck down.
Now, listen, y'all, that's the witnesses, right? That's when we cued in the witnesses. I just used John Leguizamo and Rosie Perez, right? I'm just giving y'all the timeline. This after the shit, right? Everything, right? Now, after the witness situation, after the body drop, Khadijah gets detained. This when you cue in Khadijah, this is her information right here. I want y'all to pay attention to something in this form right here, right? This is Khadijah Monique Johnson, right? However, if y'all look at the charge, they put her down for 07500. That's aggravated weapon. She had that's assault with an aggravated weapon type shit. But they put first degree murder in front of it. But screenshot this, y'all. Anybody that's watching, screenshot this for real. Excuse me. Screenshot it for real. Pay attention to this, y'all. Khadijah got detained. The police took her in. They took pictures, right? But if you look closely to this, she don't have a docket number. This one, I thought this picture was fake. This picture real. She don't have a docket number. Now, the meaning of her not having a docket number, do y'all know what that means? Shout out to the chat. That means that the case is closed. She don't have a court date. She never got processed or nothing type shit. So technically, the case is closed type shit, right? She don't have a docket number. Once again, y'all can screenshot this. Crazy work, right? So off back, y'all. She popped Romeca. She don't get they take her in for questioning. After that, she don't get a court case. She don't get nothing. She don't even have a docket number. She didn't even get fined, right? Now, what Khadijah did wrong here was, y'all, by her having a CCL, she did not fire a warning shot. She was supposed to fire a warning shot, right? Also, don't hit the link yet. Anybody trying to hit the link, don't hit the link yet. Let me finish this up, right? So people can understand. I'm building a timeline, trying to get, let's solve this and get it over with, right? Khadijah was wrong, and Khadijah's supposed to be jailed because she didn't fire a warning shot. That gun was not properly holstered. She had a CCL. That gun was not properly holstered. Also, right, Romeca and Carlos was having a domestic dispute. Once Khadijah hopped out that car, she inserted herself in that business type shit. Once you hop out the car, restraining order or no restraining order, you inserted yourself into their shit, right? Now, technically, if Romeca wanted to be the bigger person, she could have walked away like, oh, this bitch here, let me go type shit. However, of course, we know that didn't go like that. So now you have two alpha females, right? This ain't about who jealous of who. This ain't about who don't like who. This is about, bitch, I'm standing on my shit, right? You standing on your shit, I'm standing on my shit. I ain't scared of you. You not scared of me. So Khadijah hopped her little ass out the car. Never will she ever be scared of Romeca.
Now I can see that, y'all. They look like two strong, headed females. And hey, nobody was giving in to the Deborah, probably because he was holding her right up until the point, when she got shot. And the witness said as she got shot and he kind of was let go, she was getting out of his grip, it was a gush of blood that came out, not trying to be graphic. And so that's probably how it got on his hands, his shoes. He's contaminating the crime scene, walking over there. Like, it was a little sketchy. And like someone said earlier, and it was a little bit too much, okay, at one time. So that's how he got that.
Yeah. Whole time you really was scared of Romeca because you knew you had a trump card. You had a gun in the car. So once she hopped out the car without the gun, she was supposed to do whatever she was going to do without that gun. When Khadijah went back to get the gun after Carlos told her to go get the gun, then that's when shit became rocky and shaky, and that's when you get the murder of Romeca. However, we still on the timeline of this shit. I don't want to go too fast. I don't want to lose people, right? I'm building y'all the timeline of what happened. So far, Romeca knew Khadijah was in town. She dropped the son off late on purpose. Carlos was on his way to the gym. He don't want to pay for parking. So that's what they do. One park here, he take that parking spot. When they come back, Khadijah put our car back there. Carlos take his car back out. Y'all know how that shit go, right? Cool, right? Romeca on her way home, U-turn, bump into Carlos. She ain't know Khadijah was with her until Khadijah was with him until Khadijah hopped out the car. So it's a domestic dispute, just an argument between them two. Shorty hop out the car, of course, it's going to turn to something else. Now, Khadijah in jail, getting questioned, but she ain't in jail. Now, Carlos knew Khadijah got out of jail. He knew Romeca was dead, right? I'm not going to speculate of how the morgue got Romeca Meeks as the name. I'm not going to do that. I want to keep it straight factual for now. After I'm done, y'all can ask me whatever questions, and I'll keep it 100 with y'all. But for this story, the timeline, I want to keep it factual. After that, Carlos immediately, y'all, not the next day, not the next hour, after all this shit happened, he go to Facebook and say, worst day of my life. Crazy work. Now, y'all know what this did? When he did this, every black woman, iron woman, hear me roar,
Right.
came and got on his ass. He didn't expect that. He didn't know that Rosie Perez and John Leguizamo, the Guala Gualas, he didn't know that poster hit the internet type shit. Because he's so busy, he changed his clothes. He tried to go get the son, y'all. He did try to go get the son. He changed his clothes. He had blood on him. He had to change his clothes type shit, right? So he ain't know, though, that the Facebook world was looking for his ass, and they was on his ass. So he posted the worst day of my life and got fucked up. He said, oh, shit, hold on. What's going on? He didn't think nobody knew the story, right? He thought he was going to be in the clear He thought everybody was gonna be, oh, poor Carlos. Oh, poor you ain't Carlos Santana, motherfucker. Type shit. Romeca. He think he Carlos Santana. He think he about to come on the internet. People gonna fuck with him. Like, worst day of my life. No, nigga. Hell to the no, right? Now, after he posts this dumbass shit, which I don't know what made him post this dumbass shit. The dumbest shit you can post. Worst day of your life. Nigga, Romeca died. Your son lost a mother. Your other baby mama shot your baby mama. Who, if you go to worst day of lives, nigga, you like at the bottom type shit. So I don't even know what. This way it made it seem like it was clout, y'all. While everybody talking about I'm chasing clout, we gonna get into that. Everybody said Big Key's chasing clout. No. I'm gonna break it all down too. Carlos got on the internet, tried to chase the clout, and the clout backfired on his ass. So he deleted his he deleted his Facebook and all that goofy ass shit. Right?
He did.
However, after that happens, right now we have to cue in the auntie. This where the auntie came in. This where the confusion really it's really started getting confused. Don't nobody know what happened. All sorts of shit. Now we cue in the auntie doing this shit. Now, the auntie did so much. I don't have no problem with the auntie. Auntie, I don't have no problem with you. I'm just keeping it real. You said some shit. We just went over that in the beginning. You said some shit. I said, oh, okay. I said some shit, and it went somewhere. However, y'all, we were so focused with what she was doing in the live. When she pointed at the envelope and said double justice, we didn't peep what was on the envelope, though. If y'all look at this envelope closely, it's backwards, you know, because she got it backwards. It says Cook County Medical Examiner Office. Hold on. The envelope say, who peeped that, though? The envelope says Cook County Medical Examiner Office, right? I'm not going to get on her too hard, but I'm just saying, y'all owe Big Keys an apology. How could you have went down there and got double justice at the Cook County Medical Examiner Office? I'm getting, now peep what I'm saying, y'all. This is a timeline of shit. Now, this the next day after Romeca died, Quadesia out of jail. The auntie come to the internet. The auntie say, Quadesia, she say, Holly is in jail. Y'all don't know shit, right? Whole time, if people would have peeped, she was holding the Cook County Medical Examiner Office. Who at the Medical Examiner Office told you Holly was in jail? Who told you that? That don't even got shit to do with their job type shit. So I'm trying, but we ain't gonna get on that. I don't want to harp on that. I'm saying that to say this, right? Now we get to the point that dude come out of nowhere. A lot of people like to call him Carlos Fun Boy. That's whatever he like, that's what he like. He like to get his booty ate. That's what he like, type shit. If he like to eat booty and he like to toss niggas who out the bams, that's what he do, type shit. However, he hit the internet. Quadre Sanford hit the internet and he started posting shit in defense of Carlos. Y'all know why he started posting shit in defense of Carlos? Because Carlos thought, according to the mama, now remember, the auntie was holding the Cook County Medical Examiner Office folder, right? The mama says she got a call from Carlos while they was at the morgue or the Cook County Medical Examiner Office, and Carlos admitted everything to them, which is, we gonna get into that too, y'all. Hold on. I'm just giving y'all a timeline of some shit. Dude come on the internet, this nigga. I don't know this nigga, he freaky, and he got some bogus ass charges.
That's the one that came on his live last night, y'all.
He started posting all sorts of clips of Romeca out of nowhere, shit like this type shit.
You want to sit on the phone and sneak this me to a red ass bitch?
You go right to jail.
With her friend? You want to sneak this me? Yes, she did. She a slut. She a slut, and her friend just said it. I got her, and she said, record me. And then if any one of them want to lie, call me for them hoes. For you, Kaya, and Holly. She said, call her. I told Kaya.
Hey, Mari,
my homegirl said she finna go on me.
Now, this dude posting all this Quadre nigga is posting everything for Carlos, because Carlos admitted to the family he was at fault. So now he's trying to play defense. Now y'all wondering why would Carlos have all this shit stored up? Because Carlos thought Romeca was gonna put him on child support type shit, right? He was using all this shit for child support court. He thought she was going to put him on child support, so he was getting ready to get custody of the baby. That's why you heard the mama in that interview say, we fighting DCFS right now to get custody of the son. It's going to be a battle type shit. However, that's why dude got all them clips, right? Now we cue in the mama. This is how it all pans out, y'all. Cue in the mama, right? Now, according to the mama, Romeca and Holly didn't even really know each other. Now that's cool, mama. Now I ain't gonna say the mama lying fully, but I called the domestic violence unit, and I know I stood on the phone for like 2 hours, y'all. For real. They might not have known each other, but they had an incident against each other July 14th, 2025. However, the mama said that. The mama said Carlos called him. That go back to when the auntie said, when the minute he called us, I gave him the utmost props, which I still don't know how he got props for that, right? Type shit. The mama also said,
right,
which was she said Romeca didn't know the girl, which she did know the girl. She said Carlos admitted to the shit, which I don't know why the family didn't turn Carlos in. And the mama was basically saying the boy was at the school. So the mama kind of wrapped up everything. She said some shit that fucked it up and a little bit type shit. But the mama kept it real, and that was the missing pieces to some of the puzzle.
I'm wondering that too. Why didn't, if he said this is my fault, how come they didn't call the police on him? And why is the aunt, when she was on this guy's live that's about to come on here, that was showing all those videos, was on his live, why was she texting Carlos? Is asking him, does he know him and all of that? Why do you have Carlos's number? Where are you comfortable enough to reach out to him? That was your niece's baby's father. That just seemed weird to me. The aunt coming all out, showing it. It just was a lot going on with that part. So yeah, I don't understand either. If he was saying he was responsible, that would have been my next phone call was to the police, that he's confessing right here. So I would have definitely called. So I don't know why they never called the police on him if he said that, in a text message at that.
Well, I got where I'm coming from with this shit. That Romeca was dropping her son off. She knew Khadijah was in town, so she was late on purpose, trying to avoid them. She still ended up bumping into them. Carlos thinking she there for him, like you on some conceited ass shit. Go confront her. Romeca like, nigga, fuck you. At the time, she's saying fuck Carlos. That's why Romeca car was in the middle of the street. She was still trying to drive off, y'all. At the time, Carlos and them into it, Khadijah hop out the car, overdo her role. She want to step on shit. Romeca like, you got me fucked up. They get into it, and this is how you get the police not doing shit. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, let me end it, and I'm going to let people hit the link right quick if you want to hit the link. What happened was, if you put this shit on paper, this is why the police, y'all think the police didn't investigate. They investigated. If you put this shit on paper, write it down, y'all. I want y'all to write this out. Romeca was late, right? We know she was late. The police not thinking she late just off being late type shit. It looked like Romeca was looking for them on paper. So if you put down the mother was late and she made a U-turn, because on camera, they're going to see that U-turn. It's going to look like she bumped into them on purpose. She made a U-turn. The other girl had a restraining order on her. The baby daddy tried to stop her from running up on the other girl. She ended up getting shot in the leg. More of the story, y'all. On paper, Romeca looked bad. For real. For 100%, right? When the mama said, now I also want to say this, y'all. When the mama said Holly had a powerful lawyer, she had a powerful lawyer. Now, at first, I'm thinking about doing my research. I'm like, oh, she mean because Holly got some money.
And that's what I was saying earlier too, y'all. It made it look bad in that aspect because why didn't she keep going? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish she would have just kept going. If he was in the middle of the street, child, look, take that car. He better move because the car is more powerful than anything in this type of situation. Either go around him, but I would have sped. Okay. I don't want to see you or her. So I'm still wondering, like I said, what was there a text message or some type of message to get her to pull over right there, to stop right there? Because I would have definitely kept going in that situation.
And the political connections. No. Holly had the CCL people come speak for her, right? Everybody know anybody that got a CCL, anybody that got a FOIA card, well, a CCL really, the FOIA card ain't shit. Once you get your CCL and you take that class, they give you a card at the end of that class that says if you ever get into trouble, call this number, right? Now, y'all think they saying some bullshit. They saying some real shit. Them people will bond your ass out. I just did a case with Cat Williams and his bodyguard, right? The bodyguard killed his roommate, hit him with a shotgun 5 times. He didn't get no bond at first, right? He was locked up. He wasn't going to get out. They gave him a bond because them CCL, whoever them people is that you got to call with that card that they give you after you get your CCL, them motherfuckers is super powerful. Super, super duper powerful. And they do that because they're trying to support more people having guns. That make them look good. So if you beat a case of self-defense, that make guns, you can have a gun type shit, right? Type shit. So that's who Holly called. That's who Holly was on the phone with because she shot somebody type shit. I still got my card. If I ever got to shoot a motherfucker, I got my card type shit. Crazy. Work for real, y'all. The moral of the story here is it was the wrong.
Wow, so that could answer who she was on the phone with that day.
It was the right place at the wrong time. If Carlos would have been gone, this shit would have never happened. That's why it was it was weeks into the school year and nobody ever got into it. Ever. It was just like the 5th week of the school year. It wasn't until that particular day she was late and Carlos felt some type of way, because I guess he liked to see his son going to school too, that the shit went down. Shout out to everybody in the building. For real. Now, if y'all would like to come in, anybody want to come in and say some shit, now you can hit the link. Shout out to everybody in the building. For real.
Y'all, I
100%. Hit the hype button. I'm trying to save face because they know how bad. They was the first people to hit the internet trying to protect Romeca's name on some clout chasing shit.
Oh, they know that the messy ones put that out there. The messy ones put it out there. That's why the one that really put that out there, I exposed her too. That's the one I posted up. That girl Jalecia and Auntie Lassie. So that's the one that they be on. That's the one. I got the video and the audios and all that on her.
Yeah, that's cool. I got the audio too on her. I didn't play it. Me and her had a discrepancy. See, she ain't post you on her Facebook. She posted me on her Facebook. I was closer to the truth. I got the real truth type shit. She ain't post you on the Facebook.
They all on my page. But
I'm talking on her face. I'm personally on her page still to this day. She needs to really delete it type shit. But I'm just saying, bro, you playing defense for your mans. You can't believe Romeca was that crazy. You can't believe that, bro.
We all know. Look, I just put the other story out there where Romeca stalking the other Romeca.
What's Holly's real name then? What's her middle name?
Quadeja. I don't even know. I just saw that whatever. I saw the first name. I don't know her. I told you I don't know her.
I saw a video of you saying that you ain't even know Los had a new baby on the way.
I didn't. I didn't, but I seen the baby on the internet before. So on one of my pages, you feel me? One of my people pages, they posted the baby. You feel me? I seen the baby, but I didn't know that was Lo's baby. So I didn't know because I told you I didn't talk to him in 3 years, in 3-4 years.
Listen how this sound, right? So listen how this sound. That Lo's your homie. You don't even know he had a new baby, right? But you able to get all this footage off his phone.
Right.
How?
I mean, I didn't get it.
That's suspect. You mean to tell me somebody you haven't talked to in years, you didn't even know they had a new baby on the way, you don't know the new girlfriend, but all of a sudden you got intimate, like videos that he would have only had in his phone. He just thought of you to send those videos to. Like, come on, dude. Nobody's crazy.
Directly off his phone. It came from somewhere else.
He played defense. He thought, listen, he still fucked up.
I don't know. It just said that shit fell out the sky, man.
He tried to play defense.
I never look. I promise you. I swear to God, on my right hand up to God, bro. I still haven't talked to Los or Holly, bro. I don't lie, bro. I only talk the truth. I don't lie, bro. Listen, real shit. I have never met Holly, and I still haven't talked to Los. It's been about 4 years.
You talked to Los. Let me tell you how Los ain't got nowhere to talk to. He don't have nowhere to go to at the time. You was the only motherfucker that was gonna talk to him. A nigga baby mama dropped. Who else he gonna talk to, bro? His baby mama dropped, and he was there.
He got family, bro. He still got family.
His baby mama dropped, and he was there, bro. His family got paper. Now, if you know Carlos, and let the people know right here, Carlos got some paper. His people got some paper. His family not about to fuck up their name for talking for Carlos at that time.
Right.
He touched some paper. He probably didn't crack the move for you. He didn't got you right on the car side. They got you city. He didn't got you city. He didn't got you city. I did my research. Yeah,
I'm legit, bro.
You might be legit type shit. You might be legit. Carlos wasn't legit at first.
He legit too. He a rapper.
Yeah, he a real rapper, huh?
Yeah, he
became one of his lyrics. Rapper verse. Rapper lyric. What's your favorite song from Carlos?
You say what?
What's your favorite song?
It's called Stand On Business.
Okay.
It's called Stand On Business.
Say a bar.
But I got another song that's not released that's better. That's my favorite song by Los though. So.
Play it right now.
Hold on, y'all. Let me
play it on my TV.
Where I can't. This dude here, and the music was trash. I'm trying to find the part where Keys was showing the video of where all this took place. Let me see, so y'all can have a better visual. Like it really brought it to life when he did that map. And y'all was on this live. I fell asleep after a while because I wanted to stay up for the whole thing, but I fell asleep. Let's see, where is that part? Forgive me, y'all. I should have gotten the timestamp. He was showing some of his videos with Los. He got one video right here that Keys
by his house, not the school. I rolled down in Iraq today. Check this out. Look.
Put up on the crime scene. So look.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left onto South Michigan Avenue.
This the school right here, type shit.
Right.
So that's the school right here, man. For real, for real. So look how close the school is. Where she got shot at was over there, man. So that's how close the school is.
Right, but see, you see right there in the front of the corner, that's his house, though. That's his house. His house.
That's not his house, bro. How is he on top of sharks? You telling me he wake up every day and get some catfish
on top of sharks, bro? He right next door to sharks.
Ain't no way, bro. He's not right. Ain't nothing right next door to sharks.
Yes, it is. The crib you not showing me that I keep telling you to pause there. You keep going right there.
I drove right there, bro. I really could have hopped out.
It's a little bitty door right there by Reggie.
That go to sharks right there. Did not happen.
What the sharks at?
So Romeca would have driven probably this way, the way that he's driving right now into that other side.
Boom.
That's
Okay,
where the body dropped at. That's where the body dropped at, away from sharks.
Okay, look, pause it right there.
Pause it right here. Okay, hold on. Let me. I got you right. I'm gonna get you right. Look.
Right.
Well, hold on. Let me show you the sharks. Look. Hold on. No, I'm gonna drive by the sharks though. Hold on.
Right. Okay. Right. Damn.
That's you can really.
Boom. So you can stop it right here.
Roosevelt.
That's the sharks, right? No, that ain't the sharks. That's across the street from the sharks. Okay, so this is the sharks right here. Okay, so look, you see the building sharks, right? Okay, so look. Stop. You going past his crib. Right? You just go like 2 seconds back. Go 2 seconds back. Go 2 seconds back.
Hold on, let me restart. Hold on. Cause man, Joe, you the capper of the year. That's why they on your ass.
When I say pause it, bro.
All right, cool. This is the school, right? So let's just verify. This is the school.
Okay, right. That's the school. Boom.
School. So that's the school right here, man.
All right, that's school right here.
So look how close the school is. Where she got shot at,
She got shot. That's why he was all by the trees.
Right, that's more than a block away. That's almost a block away though.
Look how I'm about to drive.
And it's across the street. And it's on the opposite side.
This is the building.
Right.
So okay, cool. Now look. Now I'm about to start driving. I'm not even going that fast. So I'm really doing walking speed when I pull off. Look, this walking speed.
Right.
Look, okay, cool.
Now I just want to give y'all a glimpse how close it is.
We at least 500. Now, right now, we about 300 feet.
Right. And plus you got to add up the crossing the street too. Because it's across the street that's seen.
That's the sharks right there, bro.
Right. Okay, wait till you get to the sharks. You finna turn right there at the sharks, right? Hold on, wait. I'm finna show you. Boom, pause it.
Over here.
Okay.
On the way, now, just keep going. Then when the next time, when I say pause, you pause.
Okay. As the school, that's the light. Now,
when you finna hit this, when you hit this turn, watch this.
Turn right here.
Hit the turn.
I'm doing it. I'm pausing it as we get ready. Look.
Right.
Go past these lights.
Right, that's the scene.
That's the crime scene.
Right, that's the crime scene.
Yeah.
So watch this. Watch this. Right there. Pause it. That's Lowe's house. You see that white sign?
Yeah.
You see that? Right there, it's a door right in front of that. If you come to the front of that building, it's a little small door right there. That's the entrance of his house.
Man, what? Hold on.
Keep going.
That's the
you gonna get
bro.
You got the door right there. That's his crib right there. That's what I'm telling you. It's that close. He only 10 feet away versus the school is like 500 feet away.
Y'all, it took me forever to realize where he's about to show him he lives. I was like, the way they kept saying he lives across the street, I was waiting to look at an apartment building. I was like, what? Now, y'all watch this. Because now when he shows it on map view, you can get a clearer picture of it.
Ain't shit right there, bro. Who is you talking to?
Keep going. Russ, I'm finna show you. It's right there. Yes, it is, bro.
Ain't this a vacant lot right here? Bro?
No. Okay, turn the vacant lot. Turn right there. You see that little door? You see that little score? You see that door, right? With the circle at the... That's his apartment. That's his apartment entrance.
Yeah. That is facts.
Wow.
But I'm saying, look how far that is from the crime scene versus how far
that's right across the street. You looking right there. You stepping out there. That's way versus how close it is to the school. That's what I'm saying. You can see that.
He was trying to say that his boy was over there because this close to his house. He wasn't trying to come after her at the school or nothing like that. That his parking was across the street and that she was stalking him. Because he lives over there.
Keep it real. Technically, it's the same distance to me.
No, hell no.
This the thing that's messed up, bro. Let me tell you how he fucked up.
That ain't the same distance, bro.
That's the same distance, bro.
No.
Let me tell you what's
no. You gotta actually be. You was right there, bro. You drove right there. You know that ain't the same distance,
bro. By driving, when I hit that turn,
you could throw a football from there. You can't throw if you was at the school. You couldn't throw a football to that scene. No, you still going. That's more than 100 yards, though. Motherfucking Peyton Manning couldn't throw that far. If you right there at Lowe's crib, you could throw that. You could throw the football right at the crime scene with not even being a professional player.
That part didn't even matter.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how you
give y'all that visual of where the school was, and then how far his apartment was, and where it happened. Okay, that dude there. Oh my gosh! But I am going to put, if you want to watch the full live, y'all, that live, it was fun. It ended up being almost over 4.5 hours. Okay, it's no way I could have lasted. I wanted to so bad, but I couldn't last that whole time. Let me put the whole, if you want to watch the full video, I'll put that in the chat. But yes, y'all, I just wanted to give y'all a visual because I needed that visual. I'm like, oh, that's what they mean when it was across the street from his. Some was saying his apartment, some was saying the school. So now I see the parking was across the median, the other side of the trees, and then his apartment was kind of behind that, So now seeing it, because I'm not from Chicago, so I don't know. I didn't know what they were talking about or what that looked like. He sure knows enough, considering allegedly he ain't been in contact with him. Yeah, he said, I think 3 years a while ago. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You know a whole lot. You know where he stay. You have these videos. So to me, I call cap on a lot of that. I believe that you do talk to him and that you're trying to help clear his name or level, as he said, level the playing field. So whatever. Also, another quick short that I wanted to show you all. Y'all, this is not over. There are court cases about to come up. Okay. And so there's a snippet I found on Facebook from a channel that is talking about the upcoming court case that Carlos has, and also for the custody of Little Los, the son. Okay, so let's take a look at this right quick and make sure it's big enough.
On one another in the flesh.
Yeah, that's
they never had an interaction before in life. This was the very first day. Now, they had fought online back and forth, and we've all seen some of the petty posts that they both made. They fought online back and forth. Carlos is going to court on October 8th for a previous domestic violence charge. And to this date, that is the only domestic violence incident that he has with anybody on his record. Correct. It is Romeca that he only has any sort of domestic violent incident with Romeca. So they are in court for that. DCFS turned the child over, little Carlos, to Romeca's mother. At this point, they're refusing to give him back to his father, obvious reasons, but they don't have an obligation to until this October 8th court date. Then it'll be determined who gets the custodial rights to little Carlos. But I'm told that Romeca's family is going to fight to keep him in their custody.
Yeah, I think I wanted to.
It was the first time Romeca and Holly ever laid eyes on one another in the flesh.
Yeah, that's
they never had an interaction before.
Right.
Okay, so they have that October 8th court date that's coming up, and this is what they're going to determine, And y'all, can you believe what she just said? The only domestic violence that has been reported and that's on his record, I'll say, is with Romeca. And I know he has multiple baby mothers. And I just wonder why. Why is it with her? Now, I don't know if the others got out before it got to that level or if they never reported it, if he did lay hands on them. I don't know. But the only ones that he has so far is with Romeca. Okay. And my thing is, Holly, you would never, girl, you better hope he doesn't get to that point where he wants to put hands on you. Okay. Because usually if a man decides to put his hands on one woman, he may decide to put his hands on you as well. Okay. And then y'all, last but not least, I wanted to show y'all there is a petition that is going out around. And let me refresh and see. Okay, it is up to 8,743 signatures so far. And I believe that they're trying to get up to 10,000. Now, I will put the link to the petition, and this is for Justice for Romeca. And it shows here my beloved cousin, Romeca Meeks Blackman, was tragically taken from us on Monday, September the 8th, 2025, shortly after she had lovingly dropped off her son at school. A victim of domestic violence and mental abuse, Romeca's life was brutally, I don't know, I can't say that, cut short at 9:30 a.m. directly in front of a school in Chicago, Illinois. This senseless act not only claimed the life of a devoted mother and family member, but also endangered the safety of countless children and citizens in our community. And so if you want to read the remaining part of that, Jaleesa James is the petition starter. And so their plans is to go to the DA, with information. I know it's another channel over on Facebook that I don't know if they have a law degree or something, but they have posted how you can write to the DA, some things that you can put into your letter, just so they will hear the community and see that, look, it's important that we reopen this case, that we get justice for Romeca. Okay. Now I will put this link into the comment section of this video, the description field of this video, because it won't allow me to share it in the chat because of the link is too long for some reason, but I'll put it in the description field of the video. And so we're praying for justice to be served. We know that it is an uphill battle between now and then the 8th, which is not too far away. We're on September 20th right now. Y'all know it's one more full week in September. Okay, this month is going by quickly. And so now they will be fighting for justice and for custody of her son. Susan said, how convenient for Romeca to not be here for the DV case. Just say, Susan. Okay, thank you. I didn't even pick that up, so you just said that. That is a very good point. How convenient. And then guess what? She had that DV case coming up and how he was collecting all these videos. He probably was purposely trying to get her to react so that he could get these videos and show the court, look, she's messing with me. Oh, she's following me. Oh, she's stalking me. Okay, how convenient. I would not have thought about that until you just said that. That's a very good point. He would be a whole fool if he puts his hands on Holly. Okay. Yeah, she got the weapon. Okay. She got the weapon, but oh, girl, that is a very good point. How convenient. He knew that this court date, but I don't know now. I don't know. Would that be a good look for him that this happened? I don't think that this helps whatsoever. But at the same time, that shows why he could have possibly been keeping those videos just to show the court and make it look like she's the aggressor, she's the stalker, and all of that. That is a very good point. I never thought about that. Never thought about that. Wow. She probably wouldn't tell. Remember, supposedly she would never. Oh, yeah. She's not going to tell. If he does do it to her, she's not going to tell because she already knows it's going to make her look stupid. Hey, Dee, good morning or good afternoon. Yes, so that is a very good point. How convenient. Wow. Interesting. But I'm definitely praying for this family. We are praying for justice to be served. I will continue to follow and continue to update you all if I see anything that stands out or that we need to discuss in regards to this. Sign the petition. You know, I did sign it. I shared it because I want to be a part of her getting justice. Dee said he was keeping everything because he's a narcissist. That's what they do. Yeah, that part too. Right. Okay. I'm telling you, child, this is, I mean, it's a whole mess. But I'm so grateful, that she sent even those pictures to her family right before this happened. I did not know that part. So she was kind of covering her bases as well. And like I said, we don't have her phones. What proof does she have in her phone? So hopefully her family has her phone and they can get access to any posts, pictures, and so forth, because that's going to be important as well. But y'all, that's all that I have today. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. Oh, a little over 2 hours today. But I want to say shout out to everyone that joined today. Special shout out to the moderators, Dreamy Girl and Shelly Shells, that popped in on today. Thank you, ladies, so much. Also, special shout out to the members that are lit up in green. Thank you for your support each month. And thank you all. Make sure you hit the like button. That is for free. Let's see. Sammy's World said her I would never video was a bad look. Seeing she was with the very guy she would never about. That part, I don't understand why she did that video. It was tacky and it made her look crazy because some of the stuff you're with the guy. So you do. Right, Rebecca? Okay, Michael Man is here, y'all. He had a birthday Thursday, same day as Romeca's homegoing service. And he had some final words that he wanted to share. And thank y'all for the happy birthday messages some of you put underneath my post. I really appreciate that. Okay.
Make sure to check out my movies that are coming soon and the new ones. And check out the video Dan versus Actor. And then check out check out the games on Google Play, on App Store, and they're and the games are coming soon on Google and Amplify.
Okay, very good. My son has.
Amplify?
Yeah.
I mean, Apple.
Oh, Apple. Okay. He has, baby, he has a lot of plans, a lot of things he wants to do. He has a new book that is about to come out as well. We just got to finalize everything. So be on the lookout for that. He just celebrated his 8th birthday. Yesterday we did it was like a mini surprise. He knew that we were doing a little party, but I never told him who was coming. And I should have had my video out, y'all, and recorded his reaction every time someone walked through the door. His little friends that he hadn't seen in a while. Oh my gosh, they ran to each other. It really warmed my heart, and that's the joy of a mother to be excited when your kids are excited, and that's just really so. It was a great birthday for him. So we got another one coming up in February. So we get a little space. Well, we got his, then Christmas, then hers. You too, Susan. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell, because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you all so much. Y'all have a blessed day.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.